the NDC polled 26,828 votes, representing 57.64% of the total valid votes cast. Ignatius Baffowa, Minister for Labour and Employment and Pensions, got 19,715. That's a total of 42.36% of the votes. So an incumbent has been unseated. Millicent Yeboah Amankwah, she had tried this in 2020, but I'm far in 2020. But it appears in 2024. Millicent, good morning. How you doing, Honorable?
Good morning.
Congratulations are in order.
Thank you.
How did you do it?
First of all, I'd like to say a very big thank you to the Almighty God for today and the opportunity given to us.
Right.
And secondly, we'll take this medium to thank the good people of Bono, Sunyani, West Nananum, imams, pastors, and the entire people in Sunyani West. And greet your wonderful listeners too, and workers here.
All right.
It is the doing of the Lord. As you said, I actually had the opportunity to contest in the 2020 elections.
Right.
And with the experience, I was able to cross the path this time around.
Was it an easy road for you? I mean, you were going head-to-head with a cabinet minister, you're going head-to-head with an incumbent member of parliament, a tower in your constituency. Was it easy?
Nothing is really easy. It's how you picture it, how determined you are, how focused you are, and ready for the job. And so it wasn't easy, but I was prepared mentally, emotionally, and was ready for the task. So it wasn't that tough, but it wasn't easy as well.
I'm looking at the comeback from 2020 and then 2024. And 2020 was almost a close shave. That was your first time ever trying to get on the parliamentary seat. You had, at some point when we had a conversation, giving me an indication that Nana Nome and everybody was behind you. But it appears that the record showed otherwise.
In the
2020 elections.
Yes. I would say they were supporting me, but then some major efforts relied on you because election is being won at the polling station. Right. So no matter how supportive people will be, if measures are not kept in place before, during, and after elections, it might not be declared for you. And so I would say that the people looking at even this elections as in the 2024, it was obvious that, and even looking at the gap 2016, and I came to contest in 2020. So it was obvious that the people were really behind me, but then it might also be the day of elections, I didn't put in much, efforts in the things that I was supposed to do to protect the vote that was being cast for me. So this time around, I had to make sure that things were in order.
So you were vigilant. Vigilance will be one of the things.
Yes.
You opened your eyes.
Yes, well.
I'm looking at the figures from the 2024 elections. I see John Mahama also won in that constituency with 51.13%. Would this be a first, John Mahama winning in that constituency?
Okay, I would say, John Mahama, yes, but it's yes for the NDC. Okay. Because for the past years, the gap has been huge. Even in 2020, when John Mahama contested again, the gap was like 15,000 plus. Right. And this time he was able to win, against the MPP candidate. NDC has never been able to win that seat, both presidential and parliamentary. So it was obvious that he made a headway in this year elections.
What did you tell the people of Sunyani West to convince them so well to vote for you?
I feel that even if not me even telling the people, it has gotten to the point that the people feel they need change. What they voted or they have been willing for has not been served right. And naturally, the wind of change was blowing, and being a native, being part of them, for them to feel that, she's part of what we believe and we have a hope in her. That's actually also an opportunity for them to believe again that she's willing, the way she's educated, she's young. My mother and my father hail from the traditional seat of the MPP, and I schooled there as well. And so it was so obvious that so much indication shows that if the note is being given to her, she's going to make a change there.
You're going into Parliament as one of the youngest in Parliament at this point. What burden of load does it put on your shoulders?
Oh, I don't feel that I have much load, because if you set your mind to whatever you want to do, you are really ready, prepared for it. I have worked in campaigning before, having my own, burdens of works and responsibility. I have been a student leader before, and I've engaged in much, activities. So if you plan yourself well, you have your focus, you know what you're up to. It is not, and 7 is a passion. If you are much passionate about something you are doing, I don't feel that it's going to be a burden onto you. It's because you love to do what you want to do.
Right.
So it's easy in doing it. And so during the campaign time in the 2020 and 2024, I have never been an appointee before. I have never held any position in the region as in being appointed by the government. But I've been able to do a lot of developmental projects to assist the mechanized boreholes, street lighting, reshaping of roads, supporting the needy ones, a lot of things that I felt that my people really needed it, and it was a gap that the former MP couldn't match up. Then I feel that it's on the same track, and now full responsibility has been given to me. And so I feel that I'm still in the course of...
So earlier, Media General's team came to your constituency for community manifesto, and some of the concerns that have been raised by the people would like to pay quick attention to it, and then we'll come to you.
I'm from microphone. Yeni watchman, yeni light. Chese ure jenu mu tsana yankasa. Na aja NDC for bebale. Beni bebe si jana male. Na be since station so maye. Di be ye baby ye ma ye. Nti be de ba ye bi. Nti ka area se nipa foforo betena so no. Ono so mu waye. Yeni adware. Chese niam bebre ni aha ye wodwonu ho. Minu ebe masa wo de wani okohwe nsu atra marketa. Ebe ye wora resem. Wo be ka se ye ni MP. So you MP off a hospital road. Oko awrebe ho ambulance sabi ayale for dem a na wo hu sabe de yale for nam car kwan ne so a wo hu be fenfen wo pa na yare ho sam kase nti nam so ma okada for na sabe for street ni su ni nyina ese market wo be de aye kwan ye won kranke to aso wo kuro nu su nyina ye ba ko nti okada ko bo obi a be ye abusua ne ba ya ne nsa ni bebre na ye ni street no mu ye mo mu efa okada ntimi ma fa market wo mai ti ye wo how pa okuro we
me pacho mo mpani for dia to DCO krum ha enim
bacho ba e o ka bebe de atu nanim o ka bebe de atu nanim eja mi man go skintimiti ko mani ntu ka bebe de atu anim ti e sen ka eja ye benya ni pa foforo so ono so beba obebeba boa e se na edwai ye benya gate atutu nti se brekuma na Sunyani ne ba fa wochima ya ama ya ni dwa no so ye ne ma aja ya ko free fry ye do we ye ma school no se de bi ento chema ne ye nya problem wa bani nsem fi se bosian ye de oye adwuma no.
So this market woman, a trader, is literally talking about their markets, the fact that it's not properly organized. They don't have security, they don't have gates. They've been talking about it. And they always tell them, well, we are considering it. And then they talk about the roads, talk about the fact that when the ambulances get on the roads, you see them, taking a sick person to the hospitals, and you see the nature of the road. I mean, you would not be so happy about it. Spoke about water as well, and it does appear that they were clamoring for change. Is that what you capitalized on?
Yes, I think that this particular community is in Suyache, and I think I know the market woman.
Oh, you know her too?
Yes,
I see.
And I think that is clearly, and I'll commend your station as well for the due diligence as fourth arm of government doing to engaging the people and getting right information. It's very true and critical when you realize that the people you gave much hope to. The voters stood up for you, and the need of the people have not been served. I think the MP hail from that particular community, and what they are talking about is very true. I even went to support them with the street lights.
Okay.
And in 2020, when I decided to reshape in that particular road after the market, the very market,
Right.
the MP stopped me.
Why did the MP stop you?
Okay, so what I did was, because I wasn't actually the MP,
Okay.
and I'm not the assembly member
Right.
for that particular
Right.
community, I felt if I have the capacity to do, I shouldn't wait till I have been declared as the
Member of
MP
Parliament, right.
for the community before. But I believe if I have the muscles to assist, so we don't hear of any uncertain situation. And so went to Nananom went to Paul Libation, said, indeed, the MP hails from here. But if we are not getting what we are supposed to get from him, and we have a wonderful person who is coming to support, no one would say no to it. They went to Paul Libation. The operator started to reshaping. Another machine came that the MP says he is the one in charge and supposed to reshaping.
So your machine had to move.
Yes, it became issues, banter. Then I told the chiefs that I'm actually not here to create, unfortunate situations. I need peace myself. So if he's saying he now knows that it is his work to do, then I think that our team would back up and leave him to do. He didn't do it.
What?
He didn't reshaping it. About 4 people died on that particular road.
What you were trying to reshape,
Yes.
which you were stopped from reshaping, he never reshaped
He
it.
didn't do it. And so this time around, when I contested again, what I did was to call the assembly members who came to me, and I told them that when I take the lead, he'll feel that because I want to come and contest him,
Right.
and he will come and distract the process again. But the assembly members are actually there to support the people with developmental projects.
Right.
So when they start it, he won't be able to stop them.
That's right.
And so I will be behind them, whatever muscles of support they need, I'll do, but I would come and check or supervise and when it's needed. And that's when we're able to reshaping all the roads in the communities, various zones. And so,
if you had not applied that strategy, it would never have been done.
No. So what they are talking about the market, when she was even talking, she said that the NDC has always been support to them, even though we've never had a member of parliament seat declared for the NDC.
Right.
But when the time we had the former regional minister, current regional chairman, His Excellency, His Excellency Kojunyami Chemafo, he did a lot of developmental projects. The former deputy regional minister under the NDC Mahama administration also did a lot of developmental projects. And so they believe, and we also believe in developmental projects, and believe that when the mantle is given to another person, especially under the NDC, and exhibiting me not being an MP doing this developmental project, they felt that there is a need for us to give an opportunity.
The tenure of a member of parliament is 4 years. What do you plan to do with your 4 years in parliament, in the 9th parliament?
Okay, so currently, basically, I'm there because of the people. The interest of the people is at heart. Me, myself, I'm not so surprised that I unseated current or the Minister for Employment, because a larger group of the youth are unemployed, and being a young woman and representing a constituency, first of all, the larger interest of the people I represent is very important. So their basic necessity needs that they mentioned, which we earlier spoke about, are the main factors that I'm looking at, notwithstanding bridging the gap of young women and the youth in terms of employment. We can be creative in other, aspects. And I am very happy that our focus of employment has, with the leadership of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, hasn't been only on the field of academics, but then the creativity of people, apprenticeship programs would also bridge the maximum gap of this unemployment, because going to offices, we can anticipate the people who have completed, we have no jobs and no office job available, because under the outgoing government, a lot of companies were collapsed, and now we have a lot of unemployment gap over there. And so this apprenticeship program would come, elevate, and give much room for employment. So these and many more is what we would stand in when the opportunity fully given.
Eric, Nkansa is on our live stream on 3FM 97. So that if the people will vote for you and it will be taken from you, what is this democracy? I thought it was to allow the people to choose their leader, but it seems otherwise. This is not democracy. I'm sure it's talking about the discrepancies that are happening at some constituencies across the country. Ahmed Ramadan says Millicent is someone who is humble and she respects everyone in the constituency. She has been to parliament. She has not been to parliament before, but when you come to Sunyani West, she's mother for all. Millicent has done a lot for the good people of Sunyani West. Ahmed in Sunyani sends. When it says Sunyani West has had an MP for 16 good years and also a minister for employment, but he couldn't employ just a single person in the constituency. Oh, are you sure? Millicent has not been to parliament, but she has done a lot of developmental projects. And then you have helped the youth as well. It's not only her constituents, but Sunyani at large. She's a mother and sister for both the two constituencies. I see. So you have your eyes on both constituencies. That's what somebody is saying now on the stream. Ahmed Ramadan in your constituency.
Yeah, because I believe that you would have friends, you went to school, who might not be hailing from your constituency, but will be living within your domain. And so it's obvious that you might have extended arms to other people.
Women in politics, is it a risky game or is it safe ground?
It depends on the angle you stand. But to me, because of how prepared my mind is, I don't see it as risky game. Yeah, I just believe that the institution called politics apparently has been led by the men.
Right.
And it's just by cohesion that men took lead in so many aspects. And so you just, as a woman, when coming on the table, be very calculative in a way and manner you present yourself, and do not look like a bulldozer coming, but rather believe that we've already had an opportunity of men, larger group, spearheading it. And so we need to move together as one, as women, to be able to, bridge that gap of women and not looking at it as a risky domain.
Has the minister, the incumbent, has he called to congratulate you since the declaration of the results was done in Sunyani West?
I actually called him.
Oh, you called him?
Yes. Okay. He's a father. He's actually my father's classmate. He was my father's classmate.
I see.
Yes, so...
Your father's classmate?
Yes.
And you still went into a contest with him? And you beat him to it?
Yes.
Wow. Your father's classmate?
Yes, my father's classmate. I feel that...
Helen. Go ahead.
I feel that our parents actually nurtures us to be greater and persevere when they need a rise. And so whatever they are doing in life, we naturally have the notion that if they are not able to do it well, we have to stand in and do much more better. I feel that he has really exhausted his time. His energy is, going lower. And I feel that there is a need for us to come in as youth, because the future belongs to us. And not forgetting, I'm a woman as well. Women need to also come up. Because as a mother figure, you take care of the males and the kids as well. So I felt that there was a need, even though he was my father's classmate. Even in the primaries, I contested with my uncle.
Hey, Millicent.
Who was the former deputy regional minister.
Let me understand something. The primaries in your party.
Yeah, 2020.
You had your uncle.
Yes.
Contesting with you.
Yes.
Then in the big election in 2020 and 2024, your father's classmate was your co-contestant.
Yes.
Hey. Okay.
Why?
Helen, I don't know what I should be thinking at this point.
Oh, I love it.
You love it, eh?
Yeah, I love it.
Ah, okay.
So I feel that since he has done what he's supposed to do, I had to call him because I have a notion is my father needs to send me on an errand.
Right.
And he hasn't. Perhaps I can also request and find out if there is anything I can do for my father. So I actually called him.
Right.
And told him when I just called him, he said winner.
Oh, okay.
And I said, oh, we are winners.
Right.
I actually
You didn't say Honorable Worry. Okay, I want to.
actually didn't say that. I said, oh, I feel that we are winners. I'm just in to continue where you ended it.
Right.
When there is a need and shots coming or there is any clarity I need to seek of you, I would call you. And he said, oh,
that's fine. Welcome. So you're good to go. You're okay.
I even asked him if I can use his billboards for the thank you tour.
And he said what?
He said, oh, my followers is too early. And I said, don't worry, later. But when I'm picking, I'll not pick all. I just take few of them.
Mohammed Izuddin Nasara says, good morning, sir. Please send my regards to Afa Kaharu, who is the vice chairman for the Sanarigu constituency. Okay, I hear you. Frank Ayi says, Millicent Amankwah Yeboah. She's Sunyani West Yasantwa. She is going to turn Sunyani West constituency around with the human development and infrastructure development of the people. Didn't get over a long period of wasted time. Congratulations, Honorable. Erika Sidu says, beautiful NDC MP. We have both men and women, but we don't make noise like some people. Kenny Whaler says, every MP should he or she to try and bring in at least one company to the constituency, that they have opportunities to visit different countries and also to see and they can lobby for one single company to be established in their constituency. Prince Ajay says, we wish you well, Honorable Millie. We know you will succeed in Jesus' name. Go high. Ahmed Ramadan comes back to say, with the humility and determination, Honorable Millicent will continue to serve her people in good faith, and she would never be a one-term member of parliament. We trust her. Are you planning on being a career politician, career parliamentarian, being in parliament for how long? The likes of Osei Mensah so I've back been and the rest stayed in parliament.
Okay, there is one thing I always say to myself, that even during my campaign time, I tell people that I don't make huge promises. 92.7. I believe that my journey is dependent on God. I might say yes, I might say no. I can't tell tomorrow.
Okay.
And so what is very important is what is ahead of me, as in 4 years, which to some extent I am going to be judged with 16 years of no proper show.
Right.
Of the outgoing MP to the 4 years.
Right.
Because the expectation is so much. I'm just praying that with togetherness from the party, the good people of Sunyani West, taking this project of the 4 years as a communal labor to work hand in hand with the entire team, will be able to sail through.
Right.
And I believe that whatever the purpose of God and the will, as we journey on, we will figure out. But what is important is the 4 years ahead.
One of the comments here spoke about lobbying to get at least a company. I'm sure they're talking factory or some big corporation into your constituency, and every MP should do that in all the 276. Do you have any plans of that nature?
Okay, I believe that obviously looking at the unemployment rate, I would have to, as a member of parliament, as a development agent,
right,
you would have to look for opportunities in which if some companies in and around or outside the country would have the edge to invest in the country, you have the opportunity to engage them and working outside with other companies having these experiences. I believe that I would have further discussion with other companies that have worked outside the country, and now the note officially has been given to me. I believe that we are hoping for the best. Even with the apprenticeship program, one thing I even see as bigger version of it is we have the seamstress tailors who are done and have small containers at corners and are not really getting much work to be done. You can have its own bigger, whole show room and bring these people to, even if His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, that my little girl will even say, Mommy, are you the assistant for your president in your constituency?
Because you become an MP.
Yes. And so if he has not started enrolling the policies, I think that in our own small wisdom, we can find a way to, in a bigger, larger period, to do it, because you can even solicit for opportunity of some schools that will sew school uniform in a larger quantity and get these people. You can employ these are people who are not employed, sisters, friends. Then you can start with them, getting this contract with them. When they are being paid for the school uniform being sold, obviously we can use it to pay them. So we'll find a better way.
29 minutes to the top of the hour, and Ali Mahama USS The King, Anthony Asare Boachi says, all the best to you, Millie. Hamdi says, watching you live from Kumasi. And Evelyn Tete says, such a humble lady, congratulations. Nali Daniel says, good morning, Chief. I'm watching you live from Lingbinsi Kaula, Tumabiola. Okay, Nightingale Akia every year says, a woman with vision and plans for Sunyani West, the best to lead Obaya Asantewa Sunyani West Ohima Mpuntu Ohima. Sunyani West will be great. Stephen Obonto Banahine says, congratulations, Honorable Millicent Yeboah Amankwah. Efia Naomi says, Millicent has a mother. Has been a mother and sister to everyone in Sunyani West. Also, Akudugu Idrisu Azuma says, may Allah see you through, Honorable. I think we've read more than enough from Ahmed Ramadan. Nicole Tyler Otu says, congratulations, watching you live. And now, on the 28th, the countdown is officially on for the official end of year party. As you're ready for the 3FM OY Party 2024, if you are not, you should better be ready, because you get your dazzling all-white outfit, dust off your dancing shoes, and get ready to end 2024 in grand style with the biggest artist in performance, live band, the best DJs on rotation, and the finest food and drinks for the best nights this festive season. The biggest party this Christmas is happening on the 28th December 2024 at the La Palm Royal Beach Hotel, 7 p.m. sharp. And the year in style with your staff members, your company, esteemed clients, friends, with exclusive tables, with unlimited food and drinks. Call 053-11-00927. That's 053-11-00927 for table reservations right now. And Helen has a message from Cousins. Helen, what's
this one is for the mums and dads. We all know that baby's bath time can be a bit of a splashy and sometimes messy routine, but it's also one of the most precious bonding moments with your little one. Imagine making those moments even more delightful with the all-new Cousins Baby Hair and Body Wash. It's available in 2 variants, that's mild and gentle, as well as soft and smooth. It's specially formulated with a blend of organic oats, nourishing milk, manuka honey, rose oil, and sakura blossoms. Let me tell you what makes it truly special.
Sure.
It's gentle and irritation-free on your baby's delicate skin, hypoallergenic, giving you peace of mind, and most importantly, the mood scent technology helps to stimulate a pleasant, happy mood, so those giggles keep on coming. Get the all-new Cousins Baby Hair and Body Wash and make bath time a soothing, splash-filled bonding moment between you and your little angel. It's available in all leading mother care outlets nationwide. Cousins Baby, growing together naturally.
And we're just about 26 minutes to the top of the hour. 10. Millicent Yeboah, brand new MP for the Sunyani West constituency, right here with us. And we'll get into some other parts of the conversation. We're done with the political bit. We'll wrap up. Helen?
All right, well, there's a mega weekend sale going on, okay? You haven't gotten your Christmas presents just yet?
Christmas
This
is just
the
next
time.
week, by the way.
Heish.
It's just next week, by the way.
Time to open your purses, okay? Well, there's a special discount and freebie coming your way before Christmas. It's happening at all Electroland showrooms across Ghana, and it's starting from the 20th to the 22nd of December 2024. I'm talking up to 70% off on Samsung, TCL, NASCO, ABB, Homeland, you name it. So rush to Electroland Ghana and pick up something special for you and your loved ones this Christmas.
Just this Christmas, make sure it's counting for you. Millicent, what are your expectations of John Dramani Mahama, incoming president of the Republic, in 2025?
Okay, first of all, I would like to say thank you for his better decision of selecting a woman as a vice presidential candidate, which currently is the vice president of our country, first female vice president. It tells you clearly that our expectation from His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is one of the highest, and we believe that he will deliver. Because we have never had a female vice president in the first place. We could see clearly that function of women supporting women clearly showed this time around. And so we believe that the larger group of people is women and children.
That's right.
And so if focus has been channeled and position has clearly been given, and we are falling short of these things, I believe that he would do excellently well. And he has been president before. During his tenure too, he did marvelously well with developmental projects and industrialization.
But the people of Ghana said no, they don't want him anymore.
It's good sometimes when there is a change. And when they said they didn't like him, look at the turnout in the next elections. It clearly showed that sometimes there is a need for change. If you like it or not, it will surely happen. And so he went back. There are a lot of things I feel that he has experienced, has witnessed, and might correct it. And I know I'm so very optimistic about his leadership.
Are you looking forward to an appointment? I
am not someone who is mildly tuned, and to that I believe that wherever I am, if I focus myself well and project myself in a way and how I would demand whatever I want to serve my people, it doesn't really call for an appointment. If it's being given to me, fine, I would accept it. But it's not something my whole focus is on. Because even without me being a government appointee and opposition, I was able to find ways and means to help my people. And so when it's being given to me, I thank God, alhamdulillah. But if it is not being given to me, I still feel that I will still find ways to work. Because
if you're given a blank check to decide which areas you'd want to get an appointment in, opportunity has come, which areas are we looking at?
I was still based on what I said previously, because I am not so much in tune. I am very dynamic.
I know if Helen gets the chance, she will be gender minister or deputy gender minister or foreign affairs or something like that.
I like foreign affairs.
So I'm very dynamic in wherever I find myself. So I would cope with anywhere the opportunity is being given to me to serve what is important. Is I will give out a proper output and accountability in whatever.
The way Helen has been looking at you, I'm sure she has a question.
I do. I have a quick question. A lot has been said about the attrition rates in Parliament, and we know that a lot of senior members of Parliament will not be returning. And so for young ones entering into Parliament, the question is, how prepared are the young ones, and will they live up to expectation? What kind of homework have you been doing as you prepare to go into the 9th Parliament? The rules are many, the nuances are also there, partnering with opposition and so on and so forth. What kind of homework have you been doing?
I feel that it is nothing new, because Parliament, or you being elected as a member of Parliament, is actually your obligation in policy making and making sure that whatever developmental projects the people need is being catered for. And they have the business for the day. We have activities that will be laid on the floor of Parliament and doesn't come out of the blue. And in between too, there are things it might not pop up, but in terms of discussion. And so as a leader, you should be well informed and be prepared for any tasks ahead of you. And we keep on learning. The older ones who have even been in Parliament keep on learning and still learning until when the mandate is given to you, the text ahead of you, and you should be prepared for it. And it is not something magical. It is something within the community. We're talking about your environment, where you live. It's about talking within among yourself. So I don't feel that it's anything supernatural that you have to look out for.
Right.
Yeah. In terms of this, the conversation about the women caucus in Parliament, I've been very concerned about it. You had more women on the side of the MPP leave. You have had more women on the side of the MPP come in. But the numbers really did not change. About just 41, right?
So just one extra.
Just one extra. But then some MPP women have gone.
That's
Dakwa
right.
Newman is not in Parliament anymore. Eslo Sekufu is not going to be in Parliament anymore. Howard Kumsin is not going to be in Parliament anymore. Adjo Asafo is not going to be in Parliament. You have a couple of them who were part of the 20 that the MPP had. Now come add on to, and you are one of the new additions that have come in there. When you look at the distribution in terms of the numbers, women on the side of the MPP and women on the side of the MPP, that female factor, that caucus, do you think that we will be able to break this, not break the 8, break this 40?
Yeah, I feel that even if it's, as you said, 1%, there has been a change.
Right.
And it's about different mentality, idea, and knowledge on the field. Other people that had the opportunity during their tenure exhibited and came out with what they feel was better, and they have served during their period. I feel that what we have to keep on looking at is now we have the vice presidential candidates being able to sail through, and currently the vice president. I feel that much more engagement will be done on the field of women, and since Her Excellency Professor Nana Jino Poko-Agyeman keep on saying that she'll keep the door open, and we'll get much engagement with women and find out how best we can help support, raise, and put much effort in women empowerment.
Right.
I feel that there has always been the notion of women becoming their own enemies.
That's right.
And I believe that when they say that, people would say it's society. Which people make up the society? As you and I.
Right.
As a conversation somebody started years back ago, based on some, issues or occurrences, and we can bridge that gap if our mind is set to it. And since there had been an increasement, I can't tell next 4 years, depending on how we serve. Even myself, if I disappoint the people, I am going to decrease the level of women. And so I feel that it's also very obligatory to my tax to be able to excel well, so that other opportunity will be given to women.
Let's look at the contribution of women in Parliament. And Helen, we've been having this conversation.
That's right.
Eslo Kufu, Minister, also MP for Abrikuma West, Howard Kumsin, Minister. You look at the kind of contribution that they brought onto the floor of Parliament. Would you say that the new crop of MPs that are coming in, who are now coming in for their first term, will be able to match up the pedigree of these people who will not be in Parliament? Lydia Lassan, mention the names.
Okay, I would say that it is because they were leaders, they held positions. You were able to see clearly when the nod was given to them to hold those positions.
Right.
What they came out of, and being first time in Parliament, we might not be able to be given much opportunity to, first years or first term. And so it depends. When the opportunity is given to people, that's when you can actually grade and scale them on their performance. And so I think that we'll leave it to future as the opportunity will be given to them, and we'll see if indeed they match or not.
Yes, go ahead, sorry.
But then looking at the elections, the change, how people performed in their constituency, it clearly shows that we'll do well.
Somebody says that, look, this election was Nanado versus the people, and not necessarily because they didn't like the MPP or Dr. Bawumia. So maybe you worked hard, but you were fortunate. What do you say to that?
I won't say that we're fortunate. I feel that the leadership of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, as compared to the leadership during Akufo-Addo and that of MPP and NDC, and now with also our contribution singly as candidates in our various constituency add up. And so it's how the input you make. There are people who lost their constituency.
Right.
So is it that they weren't fortunate? It's also part of the individual contribution that will add up, obviously.
There's an opportunity for a private members bill in Parliament these days. If you were given an opportunity, which bill will you champion?
Okay, so I feel that that's what I said earlier on. I am actually very open-minded person. I'm not stick to one thing. I always want to study what is on the floor, what's have interest in the line I want. And when you're in a show, it's different. When you're outside the show, it's different. And so it's much more important to be informed well before you take a line.
In other words...
So when the time gets there, I'll share with you on the show.
Why are you spying like that?
I'm taking it all in.
The answer was very brief for you.
Very, very brief. But this is the time where, everybody is green and new and full of enthusiasm. We chronicle everything that our MPs say, so that after the term is done, we come back to you and say, you said X, Y, Z.
Right.
Take a look or take a listen. So don't be too shocked. We're watching you with eagle eyes.
We always see Millicent dressed up nicely. She's out there doing party work or attending a conference or that. What do you do for fun?
Anyway, I enjoy music.
Whose music?
I dance within.
Oh, Stone Boy.
It's when the energy. There's an energy that comes with it. I'm actually not a line-tuned person, but the energy in which I fall within comes along. So it's because of the terrain and where you would want to. It's always very careful how and what you enjoy and how you enjoy it as well. So I think that in my small corner, I enjoy what I do.
Did you, or had you always wanted to be a member of Parliament? Was that something that you had dreamt about? I mean, I know that at KNUST you had some role to play, WOCOM, etc. But were you focused on Parliament even while you were there at KNUST or before that?
Yes. Alongside, I think that I had always had the urge to be part of the people, to help in welfare of people. And so I even started with an NGO I was running, but I saw that NGOs, mostly you need donors to support.
That's right.
And with the Member of Parliament, proportion of, quota is being used to manage for the people. And I feel that it's well properly situated with not much pressure from that side. And I have a confirmation of my journey with Prophet El Bernard.
I see.
Ishe Nelson. When we went to church, he actually said it when I was in SHS and my sister was at Data Link.
I see.
And he confirmed that at KNUST when I was the SRC Women's Commissioner.
That you will go to Parliament?
Yes.
He was very emphatic.
Yes. He even said that any political party I'll contest, either in Sunyani East or in Sunyani West. But I finally decided on, because I saw that clearly, even though MPP has been winning in my constituency, and my father hailed from the Wiadumase major for the MPP. But I saw that much of developmental project has been done by the NDC, and so I feel it's appropriate for me to, even though I knew that it's hard to win there.
Which female politician inspired you to pursue politics? Or male politician? Which politician inspired you?
Nobody inspired me. I believe in observing people and how they run their affairs, but I'm inspired by my own self, because I believe that if I'm inspired by somebody and alongside the person gets distracted, not willing again, what's going to happen to me? I feel that I'm inspired by my own self because of my experience, knowing that I lost my mom like 11 years ago.
Oh, bless
and
her
so
soul.
anything can happen, but if you are focused and believe in yourself and you inspire your own self, until you are done with your soul. Yeah.
Well, a few messages here. Watching you live. Congratulations. That's Nicole Tyler Otu. Adepafi says Sunyani West Woman King. Royal Shine Soglu says congratulations, Mill. We love you. Kenneth says congratulations, dear sister. Good news for Bono. We are proud of you. Ahmed Ramadan says, oh Johnny, I beg read my messages. Why Millicent deserves more than this. Okay, I just read your message. Patin Simon is giving you pump up and thumbs up. Jerry Afum says, Johnny, that's my mom. Help me to say a very big congratulations to her for such a tremendous victory. She has come to stay. Odogu Kemi says, we are proud of you, Honorable. Please help the youth in Sunyani West, especially in Swatre Boys. Malinda, Atiasia J says, that's my girl. Congratulations, girl power. Proud of you from SRC to Parliament. And such a vibrant woman, says Kwesi Echampong, and somebody is also advertising under the post woto. In Swatre Boys, who are these? Are they a group of boys in an association? Is it a village, a town? What is it in Swatre?
In Swatre is a community, one of the community. That's where the MP hails from.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
But why do they want help from you? The MP didn't help them.
No, the MP didn't help.
Oh, how?
All the
How could the MP have been MP for 16 years and not have helped the people? They are not being fair to Ignatius Bafwewa.
I think that they are speaking what is right and what is happening over there.
I see. Well, greetings to my mom from Bernard. That's Kwesi Champong. It calls you a vibrant woman as well. Ojo says, God bless you, mom. You see, the NDC have the men and the women. Jonah Society 2 is asking. I don't know who answer. In Shiraba, Lovejoy Ayi says, congratulations, mommy. I am confident you will deliver. Ohin Jan Roy says, so why do they keep calling you mom? A young lady, they keep calling you mom. Are they retiring you earlier before your time or what?
I think when people play some particular roles, obviously as a woman, a female, majority of the time you're being called a mother. Yes.
I see. Helen, mom.
It's Edmond that calls me mom. I say, hey,
please stay in your corner. Don't call me mom.
Thank you.
Wait, listen, we have to go. Our time is almost up. What do you leave us with? I mean,
I would say a very big thank you again to the good people of Sunyani West for the massive support. And I pledged to serve them with diligence and stand accountable for whatever cause and tax ahead of me. I'll still plead with them that the maximum support that was given to me should be added on as we journey on for the 4 years compared to the 16 years. We'll need this work to be done as communal labor for the start. And so I would like to say a big thank you and God bless you to everybody who contributed one way or the other. And wish His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and our able Vice President, Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman, and the leadership of the NDC, our National Chairman, Mr. Edun Kite, our Bono Regional Chairman, and the leadership of Bono, His Excellency Kojo Nyame for my constituency, Chairman Kwame Boateng, and the entire team. I thank them for the wonderful cooperation for this victory. And we wish ourselves well. I believe that years to come will be here, and I believe that God will strengthen us to deliver well. Thank you for the opportunity given to us this morning.
Closing remarks, Barney. Millicent Yeboah Amankwah, brand new member of Parliament. She speaks with a lot of hope, Helen. She's going to Parliament. Should we tell her the pressure at Parliament?
Oh, I think Millicent is equipped
No, I'm not saying that she's
for the
not a
task.
cocoa
The
bush, but
energy alone.
Should we tell her? Should we begin to tell her?
I think we can come back after 4 years and see whether the grey hairs have started coming.
6 to should we tell her that somebody can go to his holy village and summon parliament? Should we tell her? We should be telling her.
Even on Saturdays.
That she goes to parliament and she will open her pigeonhole and she will see the documents fall down. Well, maybe we should be telling her. That is not our job. If we tell her everything today, what will we be telling her tomorrow? We've got to go. Our time is spent.